What is good, Ninja? OG over here from Player Essence, and welcome to another PE news video. Today we've got some great topics, from a big rumor that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure could be punching its way to Nintendo Switch, to some rubble on the double on the Nintendo Switch, and Battle Chasers Nightmare has been submitted to Nintendo as well. So let's go ahead and get right into this. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with a big rumor. This is coming out of Reddit, and the same dude who was leaking this information, he also leaked like The World Ends With You, in addition to a couple of other things when it comes to Street Fighter, Soul Calibur, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Some things he hit on, some things he didn't. I've actually made a video on some of the stuff that he's leaked before, but he did get The World Ends With You before anybody else got The World Ends With You. So I am going to cover at least a little bit of what he says here. Now, there's a lot of different stuff that he goes over, from Soul Calibur to One Piece World Seeker, Dragon Ball Fighter Z, some DLC news, and other stuff like that. A lot of Bandai Namco Japanese style games as well. But I wanted to focus on one game, and that is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and the developer who's going to be developing this game, apparently according to him. So in the other games section, in terms of this post on Reddit, he says a new single player game based on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is in pre-production for the Nintendo Switch from CyberConnect 2. So let's talk about this just a little bit. So CyberConnect 2, for those who don't know, they're the ones who did the Ultimate Ninja Storm games. They've been doing those games for quite a bit of time. They also have the Trilogy of Vengeance games that they announced recently that's coming to Nintendo Switch. And then if this game did come, then that would be, I think, their like 6th title in terms of what they have their name stamped on to come to Nintendo Switch. And this would be crazy, considering that this developer never worked on a Nintendo platform beforehand, at least as a company, as CyberConnect 2. Never worked on anything before. In the past, like I said, they've done the Ultimate Ninja Storm games, but they've also done stuff like Azura's Wrath. That's another game that they did that was really flashy, kind of a lot of cutscenes, just crazy. So could Bandai Namco be employing them to make a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure game? Absolutely. I definitely think that style of game, what JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is all about, would actually fit really well with what CyberConnect 2 does. Now, I like their games, although I just wish that they put more depth into their games. A lot of their games are usually simple in terms of the button combinations and all of that, so we'll see if this actually does turn out, because remember, it's a rumor, so we take it with a grain of salt, but it does seem like CyberConnect 2 is on top of the whole Switch train here. Now, this game could come to other systems. He's not necessarily saying that it's going to be an exclusive 100%. He just said that it's listed for the Nintendo Switch, so it could come to other systems. Now, let's talk about some of the other surrounding factors when it comes to this game and Bandai Namco. Bandai Namco has specifically stated that they kind of messed up when it came to Nintendo Switch. They didn't know it was going to do as well as it's doing, and they wish they would have known about that or somehow predicted it, because they would have dedicated more resources to get games out quicker. So we do know about that. So some of their titles are going to be taking a little bit longer. We do have the announcement of the Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm game, so that's coming. There's also going to be other titles as well. I think Pac-Man just launched too, or is launching very soon here. So I do feel that anytime that we might get a rumor from Bandai Namco that something's going to be coming out based on some of the leaks that we recently got, even the Naruto Ninja Storm games, that was a rumor beforehand and then it got confirmed shortly afterwards. I do feel that this is a possibility. Now, I'm not saying it's a 100% thing or anything like that. All I'm saying is that based on what we know about Bandai Namco, how they've stated that they want to develop more Nintendo Switch games, that they have ports in the work in addition to exclusives in the work, and that they apologize for that, kind of shows that, yeah, they made a mistake and they're going to be bringing more games to the Nintendo Switch, and this could definitely be one of them. I'm not huge into JoJo's Bizarre Adventure or anything like that. I think I've seen a couple of episodes, but it seems really cool, and I liked watching the PS3 game that did really well before microtransactions and all that stuff kind of took that game down. But there was a PS3 fighting game that was really popular in Japan that I would watch on Twitch and on YouTube and stuff like that. So I think that that type of franchise would fit well for what CyberConnect 2 does, and hopefully we see something down the line from them. So what do you guys think about this rumor? And of course, if you guys want to see everything that he says, because he talks about One Piece World Seeker, he talks about other franchises that Bandai Namco has acquired in order to get the rights. But remember, once again, all rumor, but check out the link in the description below and let me know what you guys think about all of this, especially with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure coming to Nintendo Switch. Any fans of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure out there, why do you guys feel that it would be a good fit? Do you think there could be some good uses for HD Rumble? I would love to hear you guys' thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving into the next article here, we have something that's probably delighted kids everywhere and parents of those kids to potentially play some games with their children, and that is Paw Patrol On a Roll is releasing on the Nintendo Switch this fall, and this is low-key might be one of the best games if they do it right, because Paw Patrol On a Roll, well, let's just first talk about the game, then I'll talk about my own personal experience in terms of this license, this Nickelodeon cartoon show. So Outright Games is partnering with Nickelodeon on Nick's animated preschool series Paw Patrol. Paw Patrol On a Roll, developed by Spin Master Entertainment, is due out on the Nintendo Switch this fall. So here is the information that we do have on the game. Paw Patrol follows the adventures of a pack of heroic rescue pups, Chase, Marshall, Rubble, Sky, Rocky, Zuma, Everest, and Tracker, who are led by a tech-savvy boy named Ryder. Together, they work hard to protect the Adventure Bay community, believing no job is too big, no pup is too small. The series features a curriculum that focuses on citizenship, social skills, and problem solving. In Outright Games Paw Patrol On a Roll, players join Ryder and all 8 Paw Patrol pups for 16 exciting rescue missions. Help each pup use their unique abilities to rescue friends and keep their community safe. Jump into 8 awesome Adventure Bay locations, including Farmer Yumi's farm, Jake's Mountain, a desert canyon, Under the Waves, and more. The game's fun puzzle platforming action is perfect for kids of all ages. Paw Patrol On a Roll will be available for the Nintendo Switch this September, and that was from Outright Games PR. So I want to talk about this just a little bit because my daughter was obsessed with the show Paw Patrol, and she still likes it, but she's kind of moved on to other things, but she definitely still would like to play a game based on Paw Patrol. And each of these pups, if you haven't seen the show, they each have their own unique vehicle. So I want to see how they implement each of the vehicles into the gameplay, the platforming, and the puzzle solving. I think it can be really cool for parents to play with their kids. Now, my favorite pup and my daughter's favorite pup is Sky. And Sky, she has a helicopter, or like a plane that she flies in. So I want to see how they implement Sky in terms of what she does. So if they actually implement some cool stuff with all the different pups and what they have, I think that can be really cool. There's like one pup that has like a fire truck, you know, and all that. So for children, this could be great to play. I want to know if there's some co-op. I think if you can have some co-op and you can go through and kind of play with your child, or heck, if you just want to play the game yourself, if you can just kind of go through with a buddy and see what you can do like in the game, I think that would be fun. So if this game is good, I mean, I will definitely get it. If it doesn't even have to be like super good. If it's just okay, I'm probably gonna get it so I can play with my daughter because she loves Paw Patrol, and the show for a kid show is actually pretty good. It's one of the few shows that I would have probably watched when I was a kid, because the shows that I watched back then were a lot better, like Rugrats and all the Nicktoons and stuff like that. That was like way better than the shows that are out today. But Paw Patrol is one of those shows that I probably would have liked when I was like 3 or 4 years old. So if they do bring out this game and it's good, I'm definitely looking forward to playing it with my daughter. So what do you guys think about Paw Patrol On a Roll coming to Nintendo Switch? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving into the final article here, and this has been a long time coming, but yes, Battle Chasers Night War, the Nintendo Switch version, has finally been submitted to Nintendo for approval. So let's go ahead and get into this here. Shout out to Nintendo, everything for the article. So Battle Chasers Night War is taking one big step towards its release on the Nintendo Switch. The game has finally been submitted to Nintendo, which is one of the final steps in the process that's been very long at this point. Now, when it's approved, the release date will be announced. Now, Airship Syndicate passed along this very funny Twitter message the other day, and it has a picture, as you guys can see, and it says, "When will then be now? Soon." And then that's what Airship Syndicate had to say here. They also said, "Update on those patiently waiting for the Nintendo Switch version of Battle Chasers Night War. The game has been submitted to Nintendo, and once approved, we'll have the release date shortly after." Now, Nintendo Switch owners have been waiting a lot of months for this one here, and hopefully we'll be getting that very soon here. I've played Battle Chasers Night War on the PC, and I've also played it on the Xbox One, and my Xbox One experience wasn't that great with some of the areas in there. There was definitely some slowdown and some issues. Overall, though, I think it's still a good game on Xbox One, and then my experience on the PC was slightly better, although it just seems like it's a resource hog, or it wasn't optimized, because my PC should more than be able to handle that type of game at like max settings and all that with 60 frames per second, and it wasn't doing that, which was very kind of alarming. Like, whoa, there's some maybe some optimization issues there, because it definitely should have handled it at 1080p 60 frames per second, and it was like hovering around 40 something, and I had to actually turn down the settings just a little bit in order to get it at 60, and even then it was still kind of like teetering back and forth, but it was still really good. The gameplay, it's a turn-based RPG, and in the battles it was pretty much always 60, so that's what's important. But still, it's a turn-based RPG. It was just some of the overworld stuff, some of the areas where the frame rate kind of went down a little bit. So we'll see what they do with the Nintendo Switch version. I'm hopeful the extra time that they've been taking in order to optimize it makes it a really good version to play, because that style of game is probably best played portably anywhere that you want. I love the turn-based battles in there. I love the mechanics. They're really good. They have some interesting characters. The story seems really fun. So I think it'll be worth the wait, and we'll see what price it is as well. And hopefully there's going to be a physical edition. Yeah, I do think that there's going to be physical as well. So once they get all that situated, I do think it will be a worthwhile playthrough, and I'll definitely have some Switch gameplay for you guys as soon as we know and we get those review codes from my PR person on that team. So what do you guys think about Battle Chasers Night War? Are you guys still interested in this game? Are you still going to wait on it and play it when it does come out? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of Player Essence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon and YouTube Live gaming page. Consider supporting Player Essence. When you do so, it gets you access to all sorts of cool benefits, perks, rewards, and emotes via YouTube sponsorship. So check out the link in the description below and consider supporting Player Essence right here on YouTube. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to Player Essence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video. Peace.